Hey everybody, good to see everybody. Everybody's just started a little bit early just to kind of shake off the, just kind of get in the groove, just to relax. And we're gonna have fun today. I was just praying that, today we would just have some fun. And it's always a joy to see everybody in the house today. All right, let's see. Just make sure. You gotta close. You gotta close some stuff. Just make sure everything's closed. Good to see my good friend Steph and David Siddell, Chad. Chad, I got a special surprise for you today. Yeah. And HD Music, good to see you, man. Survival Soldier. Yeah, man. So what is it? Adapt, improvise, and overcome. That's what we've got to do today. Yeah, first time. Well, good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Ah, okay. Cool. Welcome. And let's see who else is here. Frank Bell, man, it's always good to see you. And CBF Music, good to see you in the house today. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun today. You never know what's gonna happen today. And just to kind of keep me apprised as to how everything is sounding. If it's sounding good, coming across good, I'm going to make sure everything is good for you guys. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, that's what we're listening to. The Dick's Music Studio. Let's see what he calls it. The sounding cricket. Yeah. Okay. It's good to see everybody. Good to see everybody today. Just pray that everybody's having a good day, being blessed. Listen, I woke up to, it was like 9 degrees and 3 degrees wind chill factor. It's been crazy. We've had a lot of flooding, snow, flooding, and cold. So it's, they say if you don't like the weather the way it is now, just wait a few minutes and it'll change. All right, welcome everybody. And for those of you like Survival Soldier, your first time here, I am Simeon Ambergy, and this is the home of Joyful Journeys. This is a home of where they're like, we just take these instruments and we just open them up together. And I almost like to okay, just slow down. Yeah, I just gotta slow down. Let's see. Okay, I've got my other iPad monitor coming through, so. So, yeah, sometimes, before I get started, it's like my brain is just on fire, just because there's so much that I want to get to and cover. And so it's like taking all of that chatter and activity and just kind of reining it in so I can kind of be in control of what's going on. And yeah, our friend Ben Osterhouse is in the house, and it's been such a long time that we've looked at any of Ben's libraries, but Ben has been very busy. And I had the wonderful opportunity, it's been a few years ago, to have Ben on the channel, did a live interview. I think it was like one of my first live interviews that I ever did on the channel. And it was really good. And so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna see if I can get Ben to come on the channel later on, and we'll just kind of catch up to see where things are. But we're gonna take a look at his latest library. And so what was it? What was I saying? Yeah, okay. So these are joyful journeys. Our good friend Tema, he was the one that coined that phrase because that's what we kind of do. It's almost like I start the bus and everybody we all get on the bus and we kind of know where we're going, but we really don't at the same time. We don't know where we're going to wind up. And then it's like we're having conversations because a lot of these instruments I've not really played through a whole lot. So you're going to hear it almost as the first time that I'm hearing some things. So it allows me to kind of just work through these together, and it gives you guys a chance to chime in with any questions and that kind of thing. So let me just give you a quick rundown. So we're going to take a look at the latest Spitfire library from BBC Radiophonic Workshop. We're going to take a look at some of the new things from Triumph Audio, Sonora Cinematic, and of course, Ben Osterhouse. And so, Rod, good to see you. And I want to say, I want to say hands. I want that 5 to kind of be like an S, hands man. But I'll just say hands man if that's okay. But it's always good to see you. And let's see. And then, yes, those of you coming over from Christian from the Crow Hill live stream, I've been kind of bumping up against that, but we'll be glad we share that space, and it's exciting to see. Okay, good. That's good. That's good to know. Okay, so hey, Mandy, I say guys a lot, but we have some wonderful ladies in the community and our joyful family, and so it's like we're all a part of this family. And Mandy, you're a big part of what we do here, and just so good to see you. And Arad, let's see, Arad, you got something going on here. Yeah, man. So you know what? We've got to stay joyful. We got to stay joyful. And somebody said, I'm glad I started a little bit early because it kind of helps me to work through this stuff. But somebody said, if you don't feel very good, and even if you just do the act of smiling, like, you don't even feel like smiling, but if you just smile, though your heart is aching, smile, da 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 da, when da 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 da, you'll get by. If you smile, da 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 da, da 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 da. If you the act of smiling just sort of tells your body, let's just smile, let's just go for it. And then when you do, it just kind of kickstarts you. I used to have, I think it was an '84 Chevy Chevette. I had one of the vinyl hibachis. It was bright red. It didn't have any air conditioning. It had 4-speed. And boy, in the summertime, it was like sitting on a hibachi. And sometimes I couldn't get it to start, but if I could get it rolling down the hill enough to pop the clutch and get it started, sometimes that's what you got to do. Sometimes you got to just pop the clutch emotionally and spiritually. Sometimes I'm down in the dumps or whatever, and Debbie says, honey, let's just put on some praise music. Let's just put on, I don't want to praise the Lord today. I don't want to sing, But then once you start, you go, chug, 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 and then boom, you're off to the races. So it's good. Okay. Boy. So let's see. Okay, Chad, I've got to follow up on this because last week we celebrated Love is in the Air, and I talked about our my meeting Debbie and how that's gone, and so it's like you asked me, did we freeze up here? Oh no. Okay. Okay, we're back. I think we had a little freeze, but Chad, you had asked me, okay, I'm having some kind of glitches here, but you had asked me what I think it's my monitor. I'm using an iPad as another monitor up here. and so I think I might having some network issues, but we're all good. We're all good. But Chad had asked on the last live stream, what was the first song that I sang to Debbie? And I sort of forgot. It's a very important detail that Debbie reminded me of later. And the first song that I ever sang to Debbie was actually at um, during our wedding, and so I wrote the song, and and then I sang it. I did a track, I did a full track and everything, background vocals and everything, and so I thought I would just I would just want to play this for you. I want to play this for you. So this is called "You're the Dream I've Been Dreaming All My Life." And so let's get in our time machine. Let's get in our time machine and let's go back to 1986, August 23rd, 1986, and relive this moment. The first song that I sang to Debbie. So here we go. You ready for this? And yes, that is me with all the hair.
Out of a dream you came into my life. Couldn't believe at first it was really true. Then I looked deep down into your eyes,
I was having a hard time holding it together.
and all at once I knew that you're the dream I've been dreaming all my life. You're the one I've waited for so long. And as we walk this road together, our lives are joined in love's eternal song. In love's great mystery, we will find that our love is patient and is very kind. Oh, our hearts are one now in the Spirit, and daily love renews our mind. Oh, you know I love you, and you love me. Oh, the kind of love that we have will last eternally. Just as long as we keep Jesus as our Lord and as our guide, you know, perfect peace, perfect love will abide. You're the dream I've been dreaming all my life. You're the one I've waited for so long. And as we walk this road together, our lives are joined in love's eternal song. Oh, hold me close now and don't be afraid. Oh, with the Holy Spirit's help, He'll show us the way to joy and happiness our whole life through. If I didn't have you, sung the wrong verse, but that's okay because you're the dream I've been dreaming all my life. You're the one I've waited for so long. And as we walk this road together, our lives are joined in love's eternal song. I've dreamed about you. Oh, I've dreamed about you all my life. You're the one I've waited for so long. Just come and sing love's eternal song.
Oh yeah, man. Yes, and that was You're the Dream I've been dreaming all my life. Yeah, what a trip. What a trip. And I tell you, you'll notice that I got tripped up on the last verse. I thought about, I was supposed to sing the third verse at the end, and then I tripped up, and then the background vocals came in. It was like another verse, and it was like, I sung the wrong verse, but you know what? That's okay. And then I got a little cocky. You could see me kind of nod, and I was getting a little cocky, and then I realized I was on track to sing the wrong verse, but um, it's amazing. And part of that is what we're going to touch on with some of these. But let me, yeah, it was something. And then like I was still working on the music like the night of the wedding rehearsal. I didn't have everything together. It's like I had scored. I scored the whole wedding. If you see the whole thing, it's just like it's like a mix of Dune and Star Wars and the royal wedding, all kinds of stuff kind of mashed together. But I did new processionals and everything. You know me. In '86, man, I was all over the place. So you heard a lot of DX7. I still have the TX7 that I used for the piano and bass and things. And I had an Akai AX80 keyboard. It was my first keyboard, and an RX11 Yamaha drum machine that I used. So it was just amazing. Um, yeah. So let me just catch us up on a couple of things. And Vienna Symphonic Library, we looked at the Synchron, the D274 Essentials last week. They are still running the festival, I think, until March the 3rd. So next week, and you can still get demo licenses for these, but Paul from VSL told me, he said, okay, so if you want to do this, we can give you one copy of any of the full pianos to give away. And so what I'd like for you guys to do, maybe like in the comments afterwards, or I might do a community post on this, but let me know which Synchron pianos that you would like to hear, and we'll feature them on the next live stream. And then someone will be eligible to win a copy of, to take their pick of one full Synchron piano library. And I think that'll be real good. And I think we might take a look at the new Smart Orchestra. That looks really, really fun, as well. So yeah, so that's something to think about. And then Crow Hill, they've come out with a brand new free addition to their vaults. They closed the door on one of their vaults, but then they opened it on the, I guess it's called the Baldwin. Baldwin. I think there was a challenge on how to even pronounce that. So, oh, hey, Jonathan. Yes, I had a CZ101. I had a CZ101. I had a CZ101, and I put guitar pegs on the end of it, and I guitar strap, and I used it as a portable keyboard. And I tell you what, I wish I still had that. I wish I still had that. It was great, great little synth. I tell you, it was something else. And so, and then the vaults, yeah. So the Bodrin, it's that just dropped. And Fracture Sounds has a new bass guitar. And just a heads up, just keep your eyes on Fracture Sounds for the next in the next few weeks. I can't say much, but I'll just say that. Let's just leave it at that. So this is kind of like what we are going to kind of focus the first little part on, and that is the BBC Radiophonic Workshop from Spitfire in collaboration with the BBC. And Paul has his Doctor Who scarf on, and the thing is, it's like it's like I don't even I have not been familiar with Doctor Who, and so I kind of like last night was kind of searching through on YouTube some, and and it was kind of fun. It was kind of funny, and I guess my thing is my Doctor Who would be Lost in Space and Battlestar Galactica and the Star Wars movies. I guess like I was like coming home from school, you're watching Lost in Space, and but what has captured my imagination is just it's amazing when you look at the history behind this whole endeavor that the BBC and the Radiophonic Workshop did. These pioneers, they're really pioneers. Before somebody went to the moon, somebody had to figure out a way how to go to the moon. Before Henry Ford, built the first Model T or whatever, somebody had to figure out how to build a car. Before Orville and Wilbur Wright flew off of Kitty Hawk, they had to figure out how we're going to fly. And so it's so impressive to see that before there was electronic music, somebody had to say they had to figure out how to make electronic music because it had never been done before. And so these guys were and gals, Delia and some of the other women that were involved in this are just legendary pioneers in this. And so we're going to dive into this. But what it reminds me of, like today's modern day, when I saw those tone generators, I immediately thought of Heinbach. So Heinbach is kind of like going back into that same mindset of exploration. And the same can be said with these guys like Look Mum No Computer. It's inspiring to see these guys do what they do. And True Cuckoo, just like I get inspired by these guys because they just do some of the craziest things, and it's the same spirit of adventure that the team from BBC Radiophonic Workshop has put together. So let's pull this up, and we're just going to have a conversation with this instrument, and just to see what happens. Yeah, I was watching a lot of the the generations and it was like, yeah, some of it's like really far out, to say the very least. And then turn down the Casio, and it's just like going into a literal. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Yeah, get my sustain pedal where it needs to be now. Okay. Gee whiz. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can bring it up here. This is the found sound. This is just the thing. This is just the first thing I had pulled up. You've got two layers. You've got A and B, and then the modulation wheel will go back and forth between the two. And this takes sounds from the BBC archive and the original recordings from the Radiophonic Workshop, and we have it. We have it here. So let me see. I dropped down some favorites. And I'm just going to get this just get this out of the way. I think that a lot of improvement can be done with this interface. The solar engine. Now, the solar engine is what they use with Resonate and some of the other instruments here. But because browsing patches and going through libraries and stuff, it can be difficult somehow. I think if they could do anything just to improve this experience would be really good. But you look at all of these that I've kind of got favorited. But let's see. We'll just kind of go through some of these. But they take you into these sonic worlds. And one thing is sounds are like smells. So you smell something cooking in the kitchen and it takes you back to a memory. You hear a sound and it takes you right back to the first time you ever heard that sound. And I know for a lot of you that have grown up on these sounds, it's a part of your life. It's a part of your childhood. It's a part of your experience. That's just wild. Now I'm holding that drone down. It's just like you're in another world, really. Okay. Wow. And let's see. Let's go. We've got junk percussion. And I wish I knew what sounds were mapped on the keys too. That's wild. Okay. And then the other cool thing is that they have gone back into Maida Vale and recorded some fresh sounds from the team there. Just creating sounds for these shows and experiences. You know, Jeremiah, I've not been able to find it. There's a manual on solar. There's a manual on solar, but not for sure if there's specific layouts here. Okay, now these are the. Now, speaking of, David, in the solar engine, we've got the gate sequencer, but then we have this this effects rack where we can go in and let's turn on the convolution. Oh boy. Oh, hold on. And then we can bring down the selection of convolution and mix the wet and the dry signal together. And turn on the granular engine here. And just kind of mess around with this and see what happens. And we've got tape saturation. So it's just like a toy box. We can get into some crazy things with that. Let's see, tape loops. Come on. Yeah, and you look at the videos and you see how they had deck after deck after deck of tapes looping with different sounds, and they trying to sync them all together. So this is alarm bell. Let me just switch this over to the A side. And tape loops and things, it's the genesis of sampling. The Mellotron, took the tape loop and put them across the keys, um, slowing and speeding up those tapes and looping them across the room and that kind of thing. So, so when we come over here, we can go to these different the A, and then you have a whole list of the sound sources and things that we can go through. You've got System 100s, you've got the ESM synths, and I think the little initials at the beginning, MVS is from Madaval. So let's see, computer keys, a disinfectant spray. Let's just pull that up in this patch and see what it sounds like. Um, so it's a spray bottle. Yeah. Yeah. It's Ron, no, this is strictly this is their Spitfire's own custom player. So it's not a contact instrument. It is just their own player. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are saying is like uh you can do it. Yeah, you can do it. I think what makes this attractive, if you want to say, it's almost like finding some rare baseball cards or something. You can record a bottle hit, but this bottle hit was like done in 1960s with the vintage and stuff. So it's like I guess there's a lot of nostalgia wrapped up in a lot of the sounds here. And then especially with the technology that we have today, being able to cook these things up is a lot easier than what they were able to do back in the day when they originated these types of things. It's it's amazing. Okay, let me see. Five big booms. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the A layer and see what's going on here. Oh, wow. And then let's go to the interior rocket. Then we can blend those two together. David, absolutely, and that's why they were able to sort of be the soul and the heartbeat of all of those crazy science fiction things because they were thinking on a different level. They were thinking on a totally different level. Oh man. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, aloof cave dwellers. It's good to see Nigel and Anthony. Good to see you. Very cool. Okay, chimes. That's my first star, and that's the thing. You've got to go through and just explore. Let's see. Let's see. Welcome to Space Station Joyful. May I help you? What is your request, please? Yeah, it sounds just like I could find myself maybe making some cool ringtones or notification sounds with that. You have a new message because it's vintage future. Okay, so vintage. Oh, let's see. Okay, get this out. Vintage futuristic. Vintage futuristic. Okay, now what I'm going to do here, you know, somebody had mentioned this before, but why not? I mean, why wait? Let me just go put black hole on here because it happens. It's going to happen, and we've got convolution and stuff inside of the solar engine, but why not? And of course we don't go beyond the we don't go beyond the first preset because that's where a lot of the magic happens anyway. So let's see. Oh man. And I want to turn the Casio on a little bit. Okay, where do we go? That's amazing. Let me bypass it. Wow. Yeah, it's like a space elevator. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And then we can just let's see, let's go back into the effects here and turn the flanger on. And let's see. The granular is on convolution. Let's see. And the spring, yeah. Got a little spring reverb. There's so much going on in there. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, we could just fall into the hole here. Um, Cosmic Mist. And then we can oscillate the mixer here. Let's see. Yeah, that's interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's keep going. Cosmic Mist and oh, this is this okay, this has some glide going on. That's wild. Ooh, listen. Oh, yeah, we got the flanger. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's wild. I mean, it's just it's fun. It's fun. So this is a dark pad, dark pad. We have this clone feature here where we can go here, turn the clone on, and it will double the layer, and we can come in and pitch it up, like up an octave or down an octave, up to 12 semitones or plus or minus 12 semitones. So I just cloned the A layer. And I'm gonna clone B. Let's drop it down 12. And it's almost like pulling the stops out on an organ because you can pitch it up and pitch it down and then just stack those. That's wild. Okay, so Digi Halo. Yeah, just a little pitch bend down. That's wild. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. Duo. You know, I would dare say, David, that most of them probably were happy accidents. You know, I think that is where some of the most surprising sounds and maybe the most useful sounds come from is when you're not even trying to make it, and then all of a sudden there it is, you know, like a lampshade and just different things. You know what, Ron? I'm sure they used I'm sure they used it. I'm sure they would have had to have used it on that. Um, Echoes on the tracks. So lampshade, yeah, so this is A is called lampshade bell roll, and this is the corridor background. And then you blend them both together. And you get a crazy sound. Let's see, ethereal choir. Just kind of going through some of the ones that I've kind of put a little star on. The ghost of VST's past. Yes. Man. Let's listen to. Listen to that. So this is vocals. Yeah, vocals. And we have envelope generators for these, so we can. So we can make it fade in a little bit. And let's see what the effects are doing. And we've got, yeah, some tape saturation. Okay, so EQ. Some aux sends. Listen to that. It's just, it's hard to nail down exactly what we're listening to. And then B is this this VCS. Let's bring this back to the center. Is it live or is it Memorex? Just all of the stuff, call it the stuff that's inside the sounds from over 50, 60 years ago. And we have them sitting right here. It's just, you know, Troubadour, this is the latest from Spitfire, the BBC Spitfire Audio BBC Radiophonic Workshop. A lot of fun. It's like opening a treasure chest of just all of these wonderful vintage sounds, but brought into modern synthesis techniques and the engines and things. So that was ethereal choir. This is ethereal pad. Like, I think they recorded, you know, these were all recorded like to tape. And so you've got all of those wild saturation and nonlinear things happening here. Excellent City, and I'm sure some of these are pulled straight from the Doctor Who titles or episodes.
I think that we've landed on a strange new world, sir. I wonder if the inhabitants are friendly or have cannibalistic tendencies.
Let me punch in the coordinates and let's do some exploration. What is that, R2? Impossible.
It has a breathable atmosphere.
Yes. I'm not going out. Are you going to go out? I'm sorry. Yeah, see, it's like you're transported into this world, into this patch here. You know. Shall I open the hatch, sir? I'm sorry. I can't do that. There's a strange noise coming through the speaker. Absolutely. Yeah, just landing on that drone, you know. Dave, what are you doing? Stop it, Dave. It's getting dark. Yeah. No. We're way beyond that, Chad. But you know what? It could be one of those skits about the rapture, or you know, something like that. Listen, I'm still traumatized by some of those movies they would show us at youth camps and stuff about getting left behind and all that stuff. Yeah, we do not want to. We don't want to get left behind, man. Listen, life was filled with guns and wars. Yeah, don't. Yeah, we don't. Let's not go there. Oh boy. Well, but you see. I mean, this is like, this is a bunch of noise. This is a bunch of sounds and stuff. It's like, it's like, my goodness. But there is something here. It's something that you gotta search for a little bit. Um, and yeah, this is false paradise. It's like it's let me hold on to that. It's an auto harp. So a modular auto harp is one, and sine bass is. I wasn't holding it long enough. And yeah. It's amazing. Okay. And I know I say wow and amazing and stuff. It's just like I've got to, it's hard to find the words sometimes. Okay, fresh vibes. Now, I was having some fun with this. You have 1,364 messages. Shall I read them to you? Brand new. We have the latest in refrigeration. Another ringtone in the making. You know what I'm saying? I have to tell you, when I went to NAMM, speaking of refrigerators, when I went to the NAMM show, um, I was on FaceTime with Debbie. She said, "Honey, the refrigerator is not working," and it's like, "Oh, great." And so she had to go get some coolers, and luckily the temperature where we are was like below freezing, so things kind of kept good. But it was like, why is it that when I go out of town or something, so trying to figure it out. But I finally I was able to get home and put the I guess it was the damper door in the freezer was broken, so I had to take the freezer apart and put that all back together. But boy, it's 10 below, 20 below now. Yeah. Oh, and this is another one where I would clone it and then pitch it up five, like 5 steps. So you kind of get this wild harmonic thing going on here. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it here. Now let me put it all on just the A side. Yeah. Let's see. It sounds like the solo from Africa. Just taking it up like 5 semitones. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now let me see what the ADSR. Let me get the release. Oh no. Hey. Macarena. Oh my goodness. Uh, that's so funny. Okay. So let's see. Let's keep going down the list here. Um, Go low. Now let's see what's going on with the effects here. Tape set, of course. It's kind of got a didgeridoo. Oh, wow. That's got some grit to it. And let's just let it sit there. Sometimes I get too quick in moving it off of something. Okay. So that reminds me of something so funny. So at a concert, at the CD table and the merch table, a lady came up and said something like, "Is the music on this CD going to be as loud as it was at the concert tonight?" You know. I said, "Yeah, yeah." I think Phil, the sound guy, told me about that, but it was like, yeah, didgeridoo don't. But it's like, is the music uh, on the CD is going to be as loud as it was in the concert tonight? And we got some guitar stuff going here. I don't know why Howard Jones is in this, but oh, I just saw the CPU go to like 98% on this one. But I've got 172 voices going here because I'm. Very cool. And then Hans Bo Zimmer. And this is from the archive. And this has the lampshade bowing. I think that Delia, she kind of pioneered bowing the lampshade to get that. Wow. And again, just takes you into these sound worlds. And I'm just sitting. Okay, let's go to Villain's Organ. We got a couple more. Yeah, that's wild. And so it's like, will Billy ever see his lost kitten again? Or will the society of the hamsters have carried him off into the unknown? Very, very cool. Very cool indeed. And then here we go again with like some of the pads, VC3s, and the modular synths, and that's really cool. I've got Unify sitting here, and I wonder what I did with this. Let's see. I just kind of put, okay, I've dropped a beat from Moonflower tapes. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what patch I've got pulled up in. Okay, that's the Duo. Yeah, so I've got Duo, and I've got it split so I can trigger the beat from the keyboard down below and play the melody. Yeah, that's fun. And I can adjust the split point. That's just a lot of fun. Okay, yeah. So that, yeah. So I've just so this might get unified. This might get unified one of these days. But how much fun? How much fun? So yeah. So man. So that's just a quick look at the BBC Radiophonic Workshop from Spitfire Audio and the BBC. That's great. Okay, so thanks to Spitfire Audio and BBC for allowing me to just kind of take this for a test drive. They sent it over to me, and make sure you use the link in the description and just to learn more. And I would just encourage you to check out all of the videos that they've got to get to know these amazing sound designers and pioneers. You just have to, you would just get lost in something like this because there's so much to discover. And yeah, just remember this. So the BBC has actually opened their archive where you can download, do a searchable. This is all free. This is all free for personal use. you can go in and go to the website and download all of these sounds from the BBC archive and fly them into your samplers. You know, you cannot release like a commercial product, but there is a way if you really wanted to, you can purchase a license to use these sounds yourself, and so it's really kind of cool. I was just going through. You got transportation, nature, um, military sounds like trains. It's a train. Um, yeah, and you can download these sounds. Diesel train. You know, the engine is searchable, so you can kind of find the sounds that you're looking for. Yeah, you could drop these samples right into Omnisphere or even like Soundbox, like diesel trains. Yeah, so just the transportation alone, and you can filter on continents, Africa and North America and Europe. Of course, Europe's got 448 different samples. And let me see if I can do this while I'm here. Let me just drop this link. I'll just drop this link into the chat, and that way you guys can. Yeah, let me just drop this in the chat here. Where is it? Come on. Let's see. Hey, there we go. Here we go. Yeah, so there you go. There's a link to that, and you can just take advantage of that, because that is a really cool resource for sure. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go into the next thing, and I had asked Spitfire about a giveaway for this. They haven't gotten back with me yet, but I'm hoping that might be able to do that for this one. So that would be really cool. Okay, man, time flies. So let's jump to Cello Textures. Cello Textures from Ben Osterhouse. And, you know, again, you know, there's no way we can cover all of the nuances and ins and outs here. And really, this is like what I call the 30,000 foot flyovers. And mm. and so I always encourage you to go to the Spitfire channel, and like with Cello Textures, Ben's channel, so you can learn a lot more of the detail. I'm like I'm like the guy at the grocery store at Costco with the tray of stuff to sample. And you know, it's just like, you know, you come by and you grab one or two. Yeah, so let's just jump into Cello Textures here. And Ben has been a busy fella for sure. Um, he has been a busy guy. Um, let's see. Let me get this where I need to go here. Okay, here we go. Ah, where do we begin? How do we go from that to this? Um, yeah, look at this. Well, look, you can't look at it because it's not up here yet. Okay. Come on. And I'm running this in Contact 8, and you do need the full version. You do need the full version of Contact for this one. Oh, see why? Okay. I see why. Come on, give it to me. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So OBS uses a different hook, video hook to get to the interface. But here we go. Let's just go to the init. And this is just the clouds. And you see how it just kind of starts at the beginning and goes all the way through the slow swell. Every articulation has these 4 different elements to it. click these on and off. So bite is just like that short attack. So you get that really nice bite. Now, bite is kind of like a soltasto type of articulation, a little soft, and wires is more of a, I guess, bend like a collegno, like closer to the bridge. So the green keys are the sampled range, the natural range, and then the purple keys are the sampled stretched area. So playing within those turquoise keys will give you the natural range, but like here, it's really stretched. Up here, stretched. Now here, natural. So the wires give you that really bite and edge. Soil is more of the out of the box natural. Yeah, purple keys are the unnatural range. Yeah, absolutely. And what we can do, we can shift click. Let's see, let's see, shift click maybe? Yeah, shift click, and we can just select all three of these. And you can go through each one of these and adjust the different controls down here at the bottom. Let's see. Oh, so right here, I've got soil selected, and I just transposed it up 12 semitones. Let's go to wires and just pull that one down 12 semitones. And then you see the yellow outline, just let you know which sound you're working on when you're doing all these controls and yeah, very cool. Let me knit this again. And let's just select all of the soils. So when you click on the title, that activates all the 4 elements here. And you see how the interface just kind of lights up and goes through the flow. So it attacks accents, fast swells, and then it just goes into the long swell. And the same thing when you do the wires. Now that's crazy. Listen to that. Another thing you can do, we can go through, let me just deselect everything. We can say wires, accent with the clouds, and then fast, slow swell with the, so we got 3 elements, but it's jumping from wires to accent to soil. And that is so cool. So we can take this, we can go wires up to clouds, fast swell, and down to the soil. So you just get so many different ways that you can combine these. Let's just hit the dice. So Ben has given us a lot of different randomization a lot of different randomization things here. So let's just hit the dice. Let's see. Let's go 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it'll just randomize the. Okay, it's just gonna. Okay, so it's gonna randomize. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Let's go to the space. Turn the reverb on here. Okay, it's already on. Let's go to the cosmic. Okay. There we go. Just turn that. Now remember, we started with this as a just totally random. Being able to randomize things, talking about happy accidents earlier, sometimes those happy accidents will just turn into something very unexpected. Yeah, this, I mean, it's that wired mixed in with that with the clouds that's giving you that real edgy thing. But then it's got the soft undertones underneath. Okay, we're gonna run out of time here. Let's go to some of these snapshots. We've got a lot of different snapshots that we can look at, and so we've got sustained, rhythmic, gestural, chaos lab, and let's just go to some of the sustained. Um, and I'm just gonna moon moths. Uh, and you've got a ton of modulation sources here. You can modulate everything, and look at how Ben's given us just some very intuitive ways to you know, color coding all of these different modulation sources, the volume, pan, the tune, saturation, high and low pass filters. And the mod wheel. So I'm hitting the CPU here. Yeah. Now I've got a brand new case sitting in the living room that needs to be filled up with a new CPU. Very cool. Let's see. Let's do some more rhythmic chromium. Oh, now that's kind of cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to see. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Okay, I want to see. Let's see. Let's mute this and. Okay, let me do this. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up this. Okay. Okay. So for those of you, okay. So I'm gonna pull up that solar patch, that Duo and the BBC thing, and let's go back. I'm gonna just do a quick link here, so we can hear both the solo textures and have that. Yeah, so you can adjust those loop points. That's what's given us this really cool thing that's happening here. Yeah, see, let's do that. Let's just show you how we can do that. So if you go in here, you can pull these handles around and just adjust the loop points, and the triangle is the sample start time. So the sample start time can be somewhere different. Oh, wow. That is amazing. That's wild. Yeah. And the rhythmic things playing off of each other. we got the saturation. Oh my goodness, it's incredible. Yeah. Oh gee. Okay, gestural. So gestures and gestural. That's been like the word of the month. Let's see. Quick dive. Cello, anyone? Oh, that's just insane. So that's quick dive. And then okay, Ben, we've got ascension. And I love how those parts just illuminate, it pulls you into it. Wow. And let's see, depth charge. It's like a whale song almost. Oomph. Okay, Ben. Yeah, the wires. The wires just have such a interesting harmonic. Incredible. That's incredible. Okay. Wow. And then let's go to Chaos Lab. And here we go. Look at this. Got all different loop, different things going on here. Yeah, little CPU going on here. And I'm like firing up the voices, like 200 voices. and the modulation things. And you can look and see with these, with the way that he's got this set up, that you can route the destinations, and then you can use the sliders to fine tune just exactly how much the modulation is going to affect those different things. So you've got a whole bunch of different things that you can do here. Okay, let's do one more, and then Ben has offered to let us give one of these away, and so hey Ben, what? Okay, yeah, let's see. Ah, okay, yeah, shift click. Okay, so we can look at the. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, so we can go back and forth between the different pages here and be able to see, make more sense of how the routings and stuff go. Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, another nice touch. Jelly Belly. And listen to having all those loop points going in different directions, and the interplay between the two are just so cool. That's so cool. Yeah, I think yeah, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it's just the way that we're, and just getting used to that flow. Okay, let's reverse the wires. See, it's a playground. It is just like a playground. Okay, let's do this. Let's just find another rhythmic. Okay. Oh man. Let's see. Sonar. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Let me set up the little giveaway thing here, and if you want to have a chance to win a copy of this, let me make sure this is going before we get started here. And thanks Ben for thank you so much for allowing us to give one of these away, because I know this is a lot of fun. It's a lot to take in. So okay, so if you want to win a copy of Cello Textures, yes, man, go ahead and hit the command, and yeah, and we're gonna have you back. We're gonna have you back so we can kind of talk, just kind of like not have. Okay, let's see. I gotta find my pages here. Okay, so you know the drill. If you want to win a copy of this, just hit exclamation point and enter, and we'll just play around a little bit, and then we'll draw. And go ahead, and if you want to win a copy of this, go for it. And let's see. Let me just go back. Let me go back to that. Oh, well, let's just try this. Todd, you got to do exclamation point and the word enter. Here you go. Okay, let's see. Let's go back. I mean, listen to all the stuff that's going on. I just pulled the piano in, and this is called Parchment. It's like flutes. Okay. Okay. So here we go. You ready for this? Wow. How beautiful. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to pick a winner here. And come on, come on, come on. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Wow. Okay, Martin. Let me see. Let's see. Martin. See if I can see your full name here. Martin Petrick. Good to see you on the channel, and congratulations. And let me put you down here so I can make sure. Congratulations, Martin. And what you need to do, and let me tell you, I have not heard from last week's winners. So if you want a prize during last week's live stream, I've not heard any response from anybody yet. So, but what you need to do is go to this website, praisetracks.com/winners, Martin, and enter your information there. And I'll be sure to, and if you don't hear from me in a while, but I'm going to try to get that to you as soon as I can. So I'm going to test the form myself and make sure. But congratulations on that. And let me just throw that up one more time. Winners at praisetracks.com //winners, and we'll take care of that for you. So thank you. And thanks again, Ben, for giving us that opportunity to just, it's been a while. And I keep seeing new libraries and stuff. It's like, we got to do it. We got to do it this week. Man, and thank you so much, man. You're such a blessing, such a blessing. Well, Martin, thank you. Thank you for being a part of this joyful family. And all right. Okay. So, man, we're rushing through things here. And I might not get to spend a lot of time on some of these, but if we don't, I at least want to play through some because I just want you to get a sound, get a feeling of the sound of them, and then we might could come back and. But you want to check out the Emma Legato from Sonora Cinematic, and let me just pull this up real quick. And this is a Contact player library. So you don't need the full version of Contact for this one. Let's see. Let me have this here. Okay, come on, give it to me. And this is actually the oh man, Alessandro's wife is actually the vocalist on this. So I think that is really cool. Okay. Very small, compact, very focused and dedicated. So, and then the price also reflects that as well. So this is a great way to get some nice, and there are a couple of, oh, you know why? That's why it's not doing it. Okay. That's why it's not doing it. Okay, let's try this again. And the reverbs here, we've got reverb and then atmosphere. To get absolutely bone dry, you can go in here and click on the impulse response and disable that. And that is just bone dry. The impulse response kind of helps give like a nice stereo spread. And then we can dial in. Alessandro, good to see you. That's the ah, and then the poco vibrato. I think I'm in the, yeah, I went into the advanced mode here. Ah, and let's see. Yeah, that doesn't help. I'm trying to see if I can get more of the interface on the, just close it and open it again. Let's get this back up. Really cool. And the poco vibrato, it's monophonic. It's monophonic. It's monophonic. And but it's monophonic. But let me show you what I did. Let me see if I can do this. It's monophonic, but I went into Unify and let's see. Yeah, I went into Unify here and I created, like, using their polybox. I put and it's not like true legato in this instance, but I was able to take 8 instances of contact and using this polybox feature from um, Plugin Guru to make it polyphonic. So that's kind of like a pseudo polyphonic representation of the vocal. And then what I did, I went ahead and layered it with the aria vocalscapes. So we've got, let's see, we've got Emma Legato up here. Now let me change the key split. So what we can do is have aria vocalscapes in one layer, because this works perfect with this. So I have the terrestrial ether. So I have that in my left hand here, and then you have this. Now this is where it just kind of. We can blend between A and B on the vocalscapes. I want to go up a little bit higher here, but so let me see if I can explain this to you. So Eric, what I'm doing here? Unify is basically like a host, and we can stack instruments inside of it, and it's like a combinator processor, and so I've got two instances of contact where I have the legato in one in the first layer here. Got Emma legato in the first layer, and then I've got the key split. Come on, let me have it. So I can control and click on this, and it will let me. Yeah, if I grab it, I can adjust the key range, or I can just click in the bottom here and just manually assign the key range, so I can just set my split points that way. And then I've got aria vocalscapes in the second layer. That just makes it so you've got two instances of contact and they're unified, so you can play it. So very cool. It's just so beautiful. And then you've got, let's see what we've got. There's so much, man. And I like it that we're able to have the reverbs adjustable like that. I don't know why this, yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see. Let me shrink it. Yeah, it won't. Yeah, so contact 8, and I'm surprised that I'm able to do what I can do with this anyhow. Yeah, the split. Well, Emma is monophonic, and so aria vocalscapes is poly. So you can you do the chords in the left hand, and then you can do the lead on the top. I like the ability to have these different atmospheres. Yeah, most vocalists are monophonic. It's a very gentle, beautiful, beautiful sound. Okay, so that's it. So we can click on the little dot, and we have pink and blue atmospheres. So I'm going to turn the reverb all the way down, and let's just listen to the pink atmosphere using the poco vibrato. And Alessandro, thank you so much for joining us today. And let's listen to the blue. It's got a different texture. So we've got G, G2 to D4. Okay, so blue is more of diffused reverb and pink is granular. Yeah. And so the white is just our standard. Very nice, very beautiful. So what I'm going to do? Let me pull up that Unify patch again, and Alessandro and the team at Sonora Cinematic has given us a copy of not only Emma but Aria Vocalscape. So they're offering a bundle where you can get both of these. Now see, Steph. It's 38. Yeah, Emma by itself is 38, but you can get the bundle. You can get Aria Vocalscapes, and yeah, there's only one. David, there's only one articulation. So okay, I think of what you mean. Can we do no? So you just have either humming, poco, or the ah. So yeah. So you can't layer those, but what you can do is, of course, you can stack them if you wanted to and have just kind of like a nice little stack. So yeah, so let me pull this up again, and then we can just kind of do a drawing for this one. And let me just go in and make sure this is all set up. And Alessandro, as always, man, thank you so much for the great support, and just so excited to be able to share these with everybody. Okay, so I'm going to reset everything and then just do, this is free contact player. So this is the free contact player for this. So this is what's really nice about that. So again, this is Emma layered with Aria Vocalscapes. Now let me see. Let me get the split point up a little bit higher here. Let's see. Yeah, let's do it a little bit higher. Here we go. Okay, so when you're ready, go ahead and do the exclamation point and enter. This is for the bundle. that's wow. Wow. So are you ready? You know, Nigel, I would if I knew it. Okay, here we go. Man, wow. Okay, so let's select a winner. We've got 13 entries, and let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Griswold! Griswold, congratulations. Congratulations, my friend. And congratulations. Let's see. Let me type your name in here. And congratulations. That is so cool. It's my pleasure. And thanks so much to Sonora Cinematic and the team there. Just amazing stuff. And see, when you start getting into it, it's like it like starts opening. It opens up. It opens up, and it's just so beautiful. So thank you so much. And the hits keep on coming. The hits keep on coming, you guys, and just so appreciate being a part of it. So, okay, I think we're gonna be able to do this. Kevin, if it's Kevin or Royal, I think we're gonna get ready to do this. So let me just kind of get a quick refuel here. Um, and I think we're just gonna be able to touch on I think we're just going to touch on one today, and then maybe we'll come back and do the other. Let me do this. Let me just do a quick. So it's for real. Okay. Yeah. It's just been wonderful being with you guys today, and um, it's a lot of fun. You guys, make it so much fun to be here, share these beautiful instruments, because it's just like it's just such an adventure. Yeah, jumping jacks. Yeah, I'll pull the headphones out there. You know what would be cool is like, have you seen those things that you've got the pedals? I need to get one of those. Like while I'm live streaming, I can kind of generate some electricity here, but that's hilarious. Okay, so let's just jump over to Triumph Audio for a just real quick. So I want to pull up Organ Obscura, and we'll take a look. We'll take a look at Organ Obscura first, and then maybe later, once I get a little more under my fingers, um, then we'll do some Arco Anomaly. And you know what? When you see the website, that just says it all. We sound different, and that they've got their own unique sound. They're not copying anybody. They're just expressing their deal. I mean, their take on this, and that is what's so cool. And that's why I love being able to feature a lot of different sample developers because each one has their own voice. And we love listening to all of the voices out there. Now, let me just pull this up here. Um, so I think, yeah, it's a 1960s Baldwin. So this is an old Baldwin organ, and then it gets taken into the Triumph Audio world. Well, and so you do need the full version of Contact for these, and so be aware of that. And you know what? The summer of sound is going to be here before we know it. So, and usually what I do with these is that I just put them down on the quick load here, and so you can access them from down below here, and you can see all of my different things, all my different folders here. And then if you want to do it a different way, you can come up here and drop the arrow down, and then your quick loads will show up here. So I've got all of Triumph Audios in a folder here. And let's go to Organ Obscura, and let's just jump through some of these presets here and just go to the main one. And yeah, there we go. It's fun. This is fun. Okay. Let's see what we do here. Okay. Let me see if I can see. I want to be able to get this thing where I can see, where I can, yeah, graphics are just, graphics are fun to deal with here. Okay, let's see. Let's do this. Not that. Okay, and I'm running this in Contact 8. Okay, so for some reason, when we've got it like this, it gives me this pitiful little um let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, let's see. Let's do this. No, this is I think I'm just running this in Contact 8 myself, and I would say you could you can run it. Kevin, maybe let me know what a good version. Okay, let's see. What a good version of Contact. I think you probably can run it in Contact 6. Um, Okay, let's see. Yeah, there we go. Let's get that where we can see what we're doing here. Okay, so Contact 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, now we can see. Just this classic sound here. And let's see, we've got a couple of layers here. And then we can go to the effects engine. Lo-fi. Man. Yeah, look at this. When you go into all these different pages, this particular engine that they're using is just really deep. Okay, so let's go back down through. Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's the sound. That's the sound. Um, so modulation controls the vibrato. That's cool. Okay, let's see. Let's just drop. Let's go through some of these here. Authentic. So we've got authentic drones, engines, pads, and pulses. So we've got a ton a ton of different things that we can do here. Let's see. Main percussion. Oh, okay. So we got the drum machine. Yeah, just those cool drum sounds from the old organ. You know. That's cool. And I bet you could get the sequencer. You can get the sequencer and sequence some really cool rhythms and stuff. Um, okay, let's see. Let's go through Grandma's organ. That's got a neat sound. Yeah, again, we are listening to sounds that are taking us back, back into the memories, back into the memories of our childhood. And okay, and you hear the spring. You hear that? It's that nice that spring reverb there. Okay, organ, viper, harp, and strings. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go to some of the drones here. Um, and this is where I think Kevin and his team really goes through okay, so this is called Broken Chimes. You know, Chad, they did make the Fun Machine, and I worked for a Baldwin dealership, and I also worked for Lowry Oregon dealership, and man, I played the Fun Machine in front of the malls and in front of the stores for like, yeah. Listen, I was the guy just doing the one finger stuff, you know, and yeah. So that's talking about flashbacks. And see, let's go on to oh yeah, Kevin, man. I was the guy doing the hey, doesn't this sound like a trumpet? And doesn't this sound like a violin? You know, so it was really a very very interesting for sure. Geiger distortion. Again, we're taking traditional sounds, bringing them into the future, and making something totally different. Yeah, the banjos and all the kinds of stuff. So let's see. Let's go to some of the engine processes and go to the pads. And okay. Okay, there we go. Go to pads and then awaken. A lot of detuning stuff going on. Ooh, pushing that mod wheel does some cool things. Hey, this would be perfect with the BBC sound effects. Let's go to some more pads here. Wake up, make up your mind. I thought it said wake up your mind. Okay, Kevin, what are some of your favorite patches that you found on here um, that you guys created for this? And let's see, Lo-fi Mystic Minor. Ooh. Okay, let's just try that. And let's see. Okay, so Celeste. And you just hear the character coming through there. And Napoleon's harpsichord. Let's see. Doesn't that sound like a harpsichord? Oh man, yeah. Yeah, all of the fun, gritty. Let's see. And sometimes the mod wheel will control like the filter cutoff and that kind of thing. And let's see here. Let's go back to the engine. Let's go to textures. Got some interesting textures here. Oh, well. Okay. G. Ah. Okay. Let's just check out one more thing here. And then let's oh, yeah. Join me. This is Moody Broadcasting, welcoming you to another episode of Unshackled, telling the stories of the heroes of the faith. Yeah, I used to listen to that. That is, yeah, okay, yeah, B3. Yeah, because it had like the Leslie going on, but it was like, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, but it's all those nostalgic, all those nostalgic things. Just all of these textures and processed and again taking something and making it something else. Listen to all the harmonic. Okay, let's see. Okay, we've got some phrases here. Oh, okay. Just a really, yeah, listen to that. Okay. So let's do this. Let's give one of these away. And Kevin, thank you, man, so much for letting us come into this world. And let me get this set up. And let's see. And here we go. Let's see. Are we ready for this? Let's see if we can get this. So go ahead and do exclamation point and enter if you want to have a chance to win a copy of this. There we go. And Kevin, thank you so much. Let me bring the piano in here. There's a lot going on in this patch, so that's why. Wow. So many things going on. Let's see if we can find more of like a traditional. There we go. Marika, it's good to see you. Okay, Andy Griffith Show. Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia. Hark now, the angels cry. La, 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 la. Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia. Wow, I love those old shows. Okay, so let's give a copy of Organ Obscura away, and here we go, guys. Thank you again so much. And we've got 5 entries. Okay, so let's go ahead and select a winner here. 1, 2, 3, go. And Marika, congratulations. Thank you so much, Marika. And what you need to do is go to the website here, praisetracks.com/winners, and there'll be a form. You fill that out, and that will give me your information, and we'll get that right out to you. So, wow, what an amazing live stream we've had today. It's been kind of crazy. We've been all over the place and today. And so thanks everybody for joining me today. And I can't wait to see you next time. And wow. And thanks to all the developers, Spitfire, Kevin with Triumph Audio. Thank you so much. Ben Osterhouse, Alessandro from Sonora Cinematic. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And thank you to this joyful family that we have. And it's just so grateful to have all of you here. So here we go. Man. Good night, God. And thank you for this very lovely day. Thank you, too, for helping us in our work and at our play. Thank you too for this family, each and every friend. Forgive us, please, for anything we've done that might offend. Help us to be faithful, God. Show us what to do. Good night, God. And thank you, God, for letting us love you. So until next time, this is Simeon with PraiseTracks.com, and just reminding you always to stay joyful. And I look forward to seeing you next time for another joyful journey with all of our friends and our joyful family. So we will see you soon. Have a great rest of your day. Stay joyful. We'll be back real soon.